Hello, lovelies. I'm Mina. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Yeah. I've been struggling. I'm not 100% sure why. Possibly because of the whole inundation of the message that the weather's warming up, it's getting sunny, seasonal depression is over, yay! We're all happy, sunshine and rainbows. And meanwhile, I'm over here just feeling more and more miserable because I'm not looking forward to what the warming, longer days are going to bring. Bugs, and with that, phobias, heat, and with that, humidity, and that makes me physically ill. I hate the summertime. I really do. I thrive in the fall and winter. So, yeah, that's probably a big part. The fact that I'm hearing all these everybody's happy messages. Meanwhile, I'm not, and a part of me feels like maybe I should be. But I'm not. So, yay. So I guess all that to say that, if you're struggling, I see you. You can see me. Hi. You're not alone. I'm having a tough go of things too. On a good note, oh my goodness, can I just stop for a second and say thank you so very much from the bottom of my sad black heart. I recently hit 500 subscribers on this channel, and it's since climbed from there. Wow, over 500. I still remember the days when I couldn't even hit double digits. So that's, wow. Thank you so very, very much. And to everybody who's been leaving wonderfully kind, encouraging, supportive comments, thank you very much. I have been reading them all. I have been commenting as much as I can. And yeah, it fills me with so much love and so much hope. And thank you very, very much. I just want you to know that I see you and I appreciate you. So thank you. The purpose of this video, because there is a purpose, is a tutorial. A long time ago, I don't even remember how long ago now, like, I don't know. Anyway, a long time ago, I made what is now my most popular video, the Fidget Bead keychain tutorial. It was my first tutorial, and the first video that got over 1,000 views, and it's just so many wonderful comments. Again, thank you to everybody who's commented kind, wonderful, positive comments. It means a lot to me. After I posted this video, I got a lot of people messaging, letting me know that they used the tutorial, they found it concise and helpful, and they have been enjoying using their own little fidget bead keychains. And that makes me so happy, because that's why I shared the tutorial. I found this helpful, and I wanted to let other people know in case they found it helpful too. And you did. Something else that I got comments about in regards to this video was more. Some people had mentioned that, hey, this is a popular video, so do more tutorials. Ride that wave. But I couldn't think of anything. It seemed to be a one-trick pony. Until this has to go along with, actually, my daughter is that age where she's making friendship bracelets, so we were, beading, and I thought, fidget bead bracelet. Which is, by the way, my newest favorite accessory. I love this little thing. It's really comfortable, and I love that it's customizable. So, yeah, I whipped this up, and I'm going to show you how I did that right now. Okay, much like the fidget bead keychains, if you've seen those, we're going to start with this satin cord. This can be found, I have discovered, in a lot of places. Originally, I found it at my local Dollar Tree. And when I was gathering up the supplies for this project, of course, I couldn't find it. So I ended up going to Fabricland and paid a little bit more than I would have liked. This stuff is also known as rat tail cord. I also, one day, happened to come across, same stuff, different color, from the thrift store, and paid less than I would have if I had gone to Dollar Tree. So, all price points. It's a craft for everyone. You'll also need scissors. I'm just using these nail scissors because they were close at hand and I didn't feel like leaving my bed to go and find other scissors. So these are fine as long as they cut. And then you will also need pony beads. These are plastic beads with large holes. And you'll need large holes because we're going to be kind of weaving. As you can see, I already have my pony beads all ready to go in the pattern that I would like them to be in, and I have set one bead off to the side. That's not going to be put in the bracelet. It's going to be used for something else. First, I'd like to go off on a little detour and draw your attention to my pants. Random, I know, but just go with me because this is kind of mental health-ish. So I chose these pants to wear specifically for this video because, well, for one thing, I mean, they're super comfy PJ pants and I'm in bed, so it makes sense. But also, okay, so the story of these pants is that I was given a large amount of fabric that no one else wanted. I'm always given fabric that no one else wanted because I can sew, so everybody assumes, oh, I don't know what to do with this fabric. She'll probably figure it out. Let's just give it to her. And it doesn't matter if it's the ugliest fabric known to man. But anyway, I digress. So I was given this fabric, and I do like this. I like the star print. I like the teal color, so I knew I wanted to use it. Back in 2020, at the height of lockdown, I decided to make pajama pants. We had already devolved into wearing pajamas all day, every day. So I wanted to make myself a new pair of pants. And I did, and I loved them, and I wore them. And less than 2 weeks into the first wear, the back end exploded. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. It wasn't as simple as just like a seam splitting open. Oh no. It shredded, disintegrated, exploded. I don't know exactly what happened, but the entire back end was just gone. I didn't want to give up the pants that easy. So I jumped on the challenge and tried patching. I had a nice big piece of a stretchy fabric that I thought would look nice. It was like yellow, it coordinates, it's really pretty. And yeah, so I patched those up and it was really awesome. And I kept wearing them and new holes kept appearing, needing more patches. And that's what I did. I didn't want to get rid of these pants. It became a new challenge to see how long I could make these pants last, how many patches they would need. I'm happy to say that I am now going into the 4th summer of wearing these pants. They have reached peak soft comfortness. Sadly, all of the gold stars are basically gone. They're faded. There's no more gold. And the fabric is pretty thin all over now, but oh, they're so comfortable. And yeah, so I just thought that was kind of like mental health-ish in that, like, you know, I started with something that no one else wanted, turned them into something useful, didn't want to get rid of them even when they were like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't. And I've, you know, stretched the life of these out and continued to like fix the flaws, but ended up making them look cooler in my eyes and more comfortable. And yeah, so do with that what you may. I hope that that's maybe kind of inspiring. Anyway, that's kind of what we're doing with this bracelet as well. All of these beads came from other stuff. And rather than throw them out, let's make a bracelet.
Right here, I've got my cord, and it's already been cut. I needed about 3 feet because there's going to be a little bit of shrinkage since we're going to be weaving a little bit, and you want to make sure that there's enough to go around the wrist. Now, pretend this is my phone. I obviously can't use my phone to show you this because I'm recording on it. Anyway, so being in my bed, having limited stuff, I didn't have access to a ruler. If you do, by all means, please use a ruler. You'll probably get a better measurement. But for those, who maybe don't have a ruler handy, what I did is I found out the dimensions of my phone. I found out like how long it was in inches, and then figured out how many of those inches I would need to make 3 feet. Turns out my phone's about 6 inches, so I needed 6. So what I ended up doing is I took my cord and wrapped it, because it's 6 inches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut it off at that last rotation. And now I have approximately 3 feet. Now I'm going to take the ends and fold in half. Then we're going to tie a knot up at the loop end and keep a loop. And with this loop, we want to make sure that it's big enough for a bead to fit. You want a bead to fit through that loop. That's how we're going to be attaching the bracelet later on. That's going to be like our clasp. So that's why I've got my row of beads here all lined up sort of in an order that I want to put them on the bracelet. And I've set one aside. That's going to be our clasp for later. So once we have the knot, then we're going to take our 2 ends and bead number 1, one end in one direction and the other end going in the opposite direction, like so, kind of crisscrossed, and pull down. Ta-da! And we're going to do that over and over until we have enough beads to go around the wrist. It doesn't matter which side you put through first. So you can do like all the left side, like left first, then right, left, right, like, or you can go left, right, right, left, like, it doesn't matter. The crisscrossing doesn't have to go in the same direction every single time. Because we're putting quite a few beads on, I find it a little bit easier as well to get everything evened up and in place before you put too many beads on. Now, another trick, once you put the first bead on, so if you hold that with, your fingers, and then with your other fingers, hold the cord down, give it a nice little yank, pull it down, then you can see if I can get my fingers right, there you go. You can see the opening, see like that, doesn't look like there's enough space, but if you pull it, it makes the opening bigger, so now you can fit the other side in more easily. And also, my ends are already getting a little janky, so if you would like to prevent that from happening, before you start putting your beads on, you can paint the ends of your cord with glue or clear nail polish or Mod Podge. And that will help harden them so that they don't end up fraying. If, however, you do end up with a little bit of fray, then I find twirling can help get the cord. There we go. Just kind of twist it. It helps get the cord on. Don't worry about it being too tight. You do want it to be a little bit loose so that the beads will move around. This one is not a pony bead. Oh, there we go. This is like a, I don't know if it's actually jade, but it's like a gemstone bead from a bracelet I had in the 90s. I used to love my beaded bracelets. That one was nice. I like the idea of having a piece of that. And this bracelet. And this one is a smaller pony bead too, but there we go. Twisting is the ticket. Weaving beads on, and then almost like a zipper, pull them down. The last one, so I will check the length. That looks really nice. And that is a little short, but I'm all out of beads, so that will be perfect. Okay, so now that the last bead is on, I'm going to tie a knot. And actually, because I have a little extra room, I'm not going to tie the knot too close to the last bead. I like being able to slide my beads on my keychain, so I think I'm going to give that option on the bracelet too. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so I just got, it's just a little bit of space, but this way the beads can move a little bit. I like that. Okay, so now the last bead, we're going to string both ends in the same direction, like so. I'm going to tie another knot, this time, well, I don't know if you can hear that, it sounds like hail. This time around the bead. Like so. Ta-da! And when you're done, you can cut the ends and then secure them either with super glue, hot glue, Mod Podge, nail polish, regular glue. And there you have it. I'm not going to cut mine right this second, just because I don't have any glue handy. And here's how I put it on. So I grab the loop end, wrap it around, and then using my thumb, push the bead through the loop. And there we go. Feels nice and secure. And now the whole thing moves around. The beads themselves roll independently. And there's even room to move them.
And there you have it, lovelies. Now you too can make your very own fidget bead bracelet. I love this little thing. That was so easy to make. And it's customizable. You can personalize it, make your own in your favorite colors to match a specific outfit, the colors of your favorite sports team. The possibilities are potentially endless. Listen to that. You can barely hear anything. It's whisper quiet. So this would be perfect for fidgeting in a classroom, during a test, on public transit. Because you wear it, it's easy to travel with. You could take it, like I said, public transit, on the bus, on a train, on a plane, in the car. It's easy to just grab and go. And it looks super cute. It just looks like a bracelet that I would have worn back in the 90s. But it helps with, feeling grounded, staying focused, distracting from, the mind gremlins that will try and take you to thoughts that you don't want to think. And something I wanted to show about the clasp. So what I ended up doing is, this is the first knot right here after putting the last beads on. I loosened that knot a little bit and then wove the ends through the knot before tightening. So there's the ends to the bracelet there, and that's got it nice and secure. I liked that better than having the ends dangle, so this sort of gets them out of the way. And also, once you've done up your bracelet, when it relaxes, because I've given myself a little extra room here so it's not like super tight, the loop, I find, catches in between the two knots and the bead there. So it's super secure. Like, this is not coming off once it's on, which I really like. Another thing I really like is by using plastic beads instead of, say, wood or metal beads, and this fabric cord. If this happens to get wet, if you're wearing your bracelet and you hop in the shower or in a pool, or you're at the beach, and you jump in the pool and you realize, oh, I didn't take my bracelet off first, or you hop in the shower, or you're at the beach, whatever, and you don't have a place to put your bracelet, it's okay. Just make sure that you dry it afterwards, otherwise it could get like moldy inside the beads. But otherwise, this is a pretty resilient little bracelet. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but definitely water resistant. So very user friendly. Thank you so much for watching, Lovelies. I hope you enjoyed this new tutorial. I hope you find this bracelet helpful, maybe even calming and grounding. Goodness knows we could all use some of that right now, or anytime. And if you're struggling, know that you're not alone. Thank you so much, as always, Lovelies, for coming along on my journey, watching these videos, and leaving positive comments. Warms my heart. If you like this video, you might like this video, or possibly this playlist. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay fabulous, stay safe. Take care. Bye.